What's up, everybody? It's Tim Barnes here, and these are some of the things you need to know when you're thinking about moving to Tulsa, Oklahoma in 2020. And we're getting after it right now.
So we know I'm busy.
Right about that time right there. If you've never been to this channel, I'm a local real estate agent and I help service the Tulsa metro and surrounding area. And even more than that, I actually help to service people in the suburbs to Tulsa, like Owasso, Claremore, Catoosa, Collinsville, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Bigsby, Glenpool, Sand Springs, all of these areas that kind of touch Tulsa or that are really close, like the first layer, sometimes the second layer. And so if you're interested at all of moving here from out of state and or you live here and you're looking to move into a suburb or from a suburb to Tulsa, then I definitely can help you with that. We've been getting more and more calls from people from the likes of California and Colorado and even Chicago that are saying, hey, we want to get out of our state and we want to move somewhere where it's a little bit different. And when they're talking about that being different, they're talking about maybe something a little more conservative, or maybe the government not having so much control. And I only say this because this is what they're telling me. So I, in turn, am speaking to you. If you're thinking about getting out of your state, which a lot of people are, and moving to Oklahoma, there's some things that you need to know, and I'm going to cover those. Mask mandates. Is there shutdowns going on? We're going to cover those things here. So if this is something that you're interested in, and this is just this video, and other videos, I go in depth about certain neighborhoods in the Tulsa area or different suburbs, and what I'm going to bring to you following this video is going to be a lot of the suburbs. Make sure that you subscribe and hit that little notification bell, because that in turn is what's going to get these videos to you every single Monday when we post them. A lot of people that are calling and asking us questions and coming into the area, and we're showcasing them and we're shooting videos for them, and we're just letting them know what's real here in Tulsa from my point of view. I've lived here all my life. You make sure that you call me, text me, email me. We love to help. So let's get into it. I've been getting a lot of calls, text messages, emails, private messages of people in the specific states of California, Colorado, saying, hey, we are thinking about moving there. And I go, well, why Oklahoma of all places? Well, we've heard that, and they've never been here before, we've heard that it's a little more conservative, and I'm just sick of all of these rules and regulations that our government is putting on us, so we're looking at moving. And if we're going to move, we might as well move somewhere where we have more freedoms. I've never wanted to make this channel about politics. I'm a real estate agent. I just want to help people buy one of the biggest purchases that they'll ever make in their life and help them to sell and or upgrade or downgrade. Really, that's what this channel is used for, to help you to have a boots on the ground look at what Tulsa looks like if you've never been here, or if you're thinking about relocating an area, because I know so much about the area. And so that's all I've ever really wanted to make this channel about. But I also have to be real. If I'm going to talk about crime rate and schools and neighborhoods and suburbs, then I got to tell you about what's really going on, especially whenever so many people are calling me and texting me saying, hey, we want to get out of our state. What is Tulsa like? And it's Tulsa specific. What I want to cover, which is the biggest, hottest topic right now, are masks. Should Tulsa mandate masks or not? Well, they did, and there was a big pushback against that. But the city council and Mayor Bynum did go out and they did mandate masks for all of the Tulsa citizens. And last minute they did pull some fines and things from that, but it was a 7-2 vote that yes, we would mandate masks. Now you're looking at the businesses, and that also falls on the backs of the police officers and things like that. If you're moving here, if you're wanting to move here from California or Colorado or Chicago, or look, Oklahoma as a state is conservative. City of Tulsa is not that conservative. I'm here to tell you right now, living in the city my whole life, it hasn't been for quite a while. It's actually pretty liberal. There's been this more push on diversity. I believe that we've already been diverse for a long, long time, but there's other organizations that are taking over, and there's governmental officials that are taking things over and using them for politics. And I can't stand politics. I really hate them. But this is what's going on. If you're moving here thinking that you're just gonna like like, come take my gun from me. Everybody does have a gun on them, but it's becoming more and more liberal. Yes, you can have a gun in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you do not have to conceal that, and I don't even believe that you actually have to have a license anymore to carry one. But the city is actually pushing agendas in the likes of like Agenda 21 and things like this, and have been for many, many years. So as I'm getting people that are calling from California and Colorado and Chicago and Texas and all of these different places out there, they're actually asking me about the suburbs. And I'm encouraging them to move to some of our suburbs, especially like Owasso, which was the highest per capita income in the state for a long, long time. And I believe it still is. I'll have to double check that one. Collinsville is connected right to Owasso. Then you also have Claremore and Skytook, which are next door. Skytook, Claremore, Skytook to the west, and Claremore to the east, followed by Verdigris and Catoosa and Broken Arrow. New Tulsa feels like a suburb, but it's still Tulsa, so just be aware of that. Bixby, Jinx, Glenpool, Sand Springs way to the west. There are a lot of other areas. Just because I'm shooting a vlog on what it's like living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, a lot of people that I know actually live in these suburbs. I personally live in a suburb, and I grew up in Tulsa my parents moved me like 20 times all around the city of Tulsa. And I do have a love and heart for Tulsa, but I personally live in the suburb. I feel more free out here. I feel like I can get more bang for my buck. The real estate in Tulsa is really running out. This is what it's like though. So my personal opinion would be that you should have a choice to do that. You should never be forced to do something to your body. And I'm always going to stand there on that. And I don't care who that offends, but I would defend your right to wear a mask. I personally don't wear a mask because of my faith and my conviction. And I should have the right to that. It would be just like putting something in your body, like a vaccine or a chip or something like that. So whether people like this and they're turned off about that or they're not, I'm not going to ever stop speaking, what I believe. I don't want it to be about that though. I want this channel to be about Tulsa, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas and what it's like and all of the things that we have to do. I think we can work much better together than we could be separated, and I think politics are intentionally separating us. So let's throw the politics out the window. Let's get rid of this bullcrap that is going on here. It is more conservative than a lot of those places out there. Governor Stitt did say, which is the state governor, said that he would not put us under another lockdown. So you can be assured that we're more likely not going to go into a lockdown. But there are people being ran out of stores because they even have health conditions and they're requiring them to wear a mask. I'm sure if you're looking for trouble, you absolutely will find it. Just like anywhere, anything. This is a big thing that is going on in Tulsa right now. And the suburbs have not adopted that mandate. There's also the mandates in the schools, whether they should or should not. My understanding is Broken Arrow is, like Tulsa schools are coming back. Broken Arrow schools are requiring, I believe, last I heard, they're requiring their students to wear masks. Claremore, I believe, requiring theirs to wear masks. I don't believe that you should do that, especially with kids. A 4-year-old can't tell you if they can breathe or not. So one of the head Tulsa public schools people came out and felt all of the students should have to wear a mask. I just really do not believe that. We were one of the first states to start back up, and we've had a pretty good containing rate on this virus. And the kill rate is not as high as a lot of these people are claiming that it is. It's more of a scare tactic, it feels like. So I know that I have ranted and went on and on and on, but I just wanted you guys to know personally kind of what is going on in Tulsa. So there's a lot of mandates and there's a lot of people that are not shopping at certain stores because they don't have the freedom, to make that their option. And I know the other side. I know you guys are out there that are saying, hey, I'm probably going to get hit pretty hard on this one. They think that this, like you going out there without a mask, you're going to contract this virus and then you're going to go kill a bunch of people because you have it and you don't know that you have it. I just really don't agree with that. So I'll probably get hammered on that one, and I understand. But even if you're not a mask wearer out there, you should still respect people. If you're having to go, myself, I have to go into house. I do not wear a mask unless it is an older couple, or if there's somebody that has health conditions and they want me, if I'm coming into their space and they're wanting me to wear that mask because of their underlying health conditions or something like that. So for what it's worth, I hope you stay free. I hope you guys continue to flock to the state like you are. It is a great state overall. The city is a little bit liberal, like I was saying. I still feel like we could work together better as a city, both being on the left and the right. Maybe we can. I would hope that we can. So for whatever that is worth, this is my video. I know that it's a little bit different. Stay tuned though, because I'm going to be bringing you all of the suburbs around Tulsa. I'm getting a lot of push for that anyways, and so it's time for me to start covering on other things just besides Tulsa. Even though we go in and we use Tulsa a lot for some of the things there is to do, but there's just still, like, we recently went to Main Event and half of their games were shut down. I kind of felt like we got robbed on the situation because they were social distancing and you couldn't play any of the games, yet we were there and we couldn't play pool and we couldn't play shuffleboard because of the social distancing thing. We could bowl and we could do the high wire thing, and we could play like a half or a third of the games because most of them were shut off due to social distancing. For us to have such a low number of people that are infected and people that are like dying from the virus, I just think that it's absurd. I really do. For whatever that's worth, you're thinking about moving here, selling here with inside of the area, I can help you, would love to help you. We can set a Zoom or Skype call, something like that, so we can get face to face, and I can help show you the grounds and give you everything that I know. Like I said, stay tuned because we're going to be covering all of the suburbs, starting with Owasso and Broken Arrow first. That will start next Monday, and the following Monday we're just going to continue to covering the suburbs and kind of what they are all about, and just what it's like in that area to show you. If you have any questions, make sure that you comment below. Make sure that you smash that like button because it does help the algorithm. And there's my information right there. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And I'm looking forward to helping you guys when you're ready to make a move. It's Tim Barnes here, and I'll see you guys. Bye.